unlocking life's hidden wisdom, lessons for a resilient and authentic you. Imagine this: 80% of the people you share your problems with don't care, and the remaining 20% might actually be glad you have them. Harsh? Yes, but undeniably true. Life doesn't offer comfort, it offers lessons. Often, those lessons come wrapped in struggle and disguised as hardship. The key to thriving isn't in avoiding these truths, but in embracing them, seeing them for what they are and using them to grow. In today's video, we'll delve into timeless wisdom, uncover practical insights, and share transformative lessons that will not only help you navigate life's complexities, but also reshape your perspective. By the end, you won't just see the world differently, you'll see yourself as the powerful creator of your own journey, ready to embrace its challenges with newfound clarity and purpose. Sometimes, we search for meaning in a world filled with contradictions and challenges, forgetting that the answers often lie within us. Every lesson, whether profound or subtle, is a thread woven into the intricate tapestry of life. These lessons, born from triumphs, struggles, and quiet moments of introspection, shape who we are and guide us toward who we are meant to become. Here on Practical Philosophy, our mission is to help you uncover these truths, embrace their wisdom, and find the courage to confront life's complexities. Together, let's delve deeper into the insights that transform our actions, decisions, and ultimately, our destinies. Let's uncover not just the lessons but the strength and clarity that come from truly living them. The illusion of validation. Have you ever paused to question why compliments, though momentarily uplifting, often feel hollow? Or why the approval of others never quite brings the lasting satisfaction you seek? Chasing validation from external sources is like trying to grasp smoke, an elusive pursuit that leaves you empty-handed. Anna's story paints this picture vividly. A young professional who measured her worth by others' opinions. When the applause came, she felt invincible. When it didn't, her confidence crumbled, leaving her trapped in a cycle of dependency. Her turning point wasn't a grand revelation, but a quiet, powerful shift. She stopped asking, "What will they think?" and started asking, "What do I think?" This change transformed her life. She learned that validation from others is fleeting, a temporary balm for deeper insecurities, while self-acceptance provides an enduring foundation for true confidence. When you embrace your own voice, unfiltered and unapologetic, you unlock a freedom that no amount of external praise can match. We live in a world where appearances often overshadow authenticity, a world where social media becomes the stage for carefully curated lives designed to attract likes, shares, and fleeting applause. This endless pursuit of external validation creates a false sense of worth, leaving many trapped in a cycle of comparison and self-doubt. But here lies the stark truth. Most people are too preoccupied with their own struggles to truly care about yours. Understanding this isn't disheartening, it's liberating. It's a reminder that your value doesn't hinge on the fleeting approval of others. The moment you stop chasing external affirmation, you open the door to genuine growth, a growth rooted in self-awareness, self-respect, and a deep understanding of your own worth. By shifting the focus inward, you gain the freedom to live authentically and unapologetically, building a life that resonates with who you truly are. Unmasking true intentions. People's true colors often surface in moments of adversity, when the veils of pretense are stripped away by life's challenges. Imagine a colleague who, while speaking kindly to your face, worked behind the scenes to undermine you. The sting of such betrayal cuts deep, leaving a scar that challenges your trust in others. Yet these experiences, as painful as they are, hold invaluable lessons. They teach us the art of discernment, the ability to separate words from actions, promises from reality. Trust is not something to be handed out freely. It is earned through consistency and integrity. A friend who disappears the moment you're no longer beneficial wasn't truly a friend at all. They were merely a traveler on the same path until their priorities shifted. However, these realizations need not make us cynical. Instead, they create space for genuine connections to flourish. Each betrayal, while disheartening, clears away the clutter of false relationships, allowing room for bonds that are authentic and enduring. By shifting your perspective from loss to opportunity, you free yourself from resentment and open the door to meaningful relationships rooted in mutual respect and sincerity. As someone deeply immersed in the study of human psychology, I've come to understand that betrayal is rarely a reflection of the betrayed. It is almost always a mirror of the betrayer's inner turmoil. Their choices often stem from fears they cannot face, insecurities that consume them, and values shaped by their own struggles. Detaching from the pain of betrayal doesn't mean ignoring its impact. It means reframing it as an opportunity to grow beyond the hurt. When you stop internalizing others' actions as indictments of your worth, you free yourself to seek healthier, more aligned relationships built on mutual respect and genuine connection, rather than unspoken wounds or hidden agendas. The weight of guilt and the chains of anxiety. Guilt and anxiety are relentless adversaries, each capable of trapping us in cycles of self-doubt and fear. Guilt binds you to past mistakes, replaying regrets like a broken record that drowns out the possibilities of today. Anxiety, on the other hand, shackles you to a future riddled with uncertainties, magnifying fears that often exist only in the mind. Yet within the impermanence of life lies its greatest beauty, the opportunity for change. Sarah, a mid-career professional, spent years haunted by her decision to turn down a job offer she believed could have altered her life's trajectory. Every setback she faced seemed to amplify her regret, creating a narrative of failure she couldn't escape. But Sarah's perspective shifted when she began to see that missed opportunities are often stepping stones to growth. By reframing her experience, she recognized that the lessons she learned, resilience, self-awareness, and clarity about her values, were precisely what prepared her for the next, even greater opportunity. Peace came not from rewriting the past, but from embracing its role in shaping her present and future. This shift in mindset illuminates a profound truth. Our power lies not in controlling outcomes, but in choosing how we respond to them. Anxiety often feeds on uncertainty, turning small doubts into overwhelming fears that distort your perception of reality. It's like standing in a fog, where every step forward feels uncertain and treacherous. The antidote? Presence. By grounding yourself in the here and now, you disrupt the cycle of overthinking and create space for clarity to emerge. Practices like mindfulness, gratitude, or even a few moments of deep breathing act as anchors, pulling you back to what is real and immediate. Gratitude, in particular, is transformative. It's not just about listing 3 blessings each day. It's about rewiring your mind to focus on abundance rather than scarcity. Over time, this simple habit shifts your perspective, allowing you to see the beauty in chaos and the opportunities hidden within challenges. Gratitude teaches us that even amidst life's uncertainties, there is always something worth cherishing. Anger and the art of forgiveness. You won't be punished for your anger, but by your anger. Mark's story is a vivid illustration of how unchecked anger can become a corrosive force in our lives. For years, Mark harbored a deep resentment toward a business partner who had betrayed his trust. The betrayal felt like a wound that refused to heal, and his anger grew, becoming a constant undercurrent in his daily life. It seeped into his relationships, clouded his judgment, and left him feeling perpetually drained. The turning point came when Mark realized that holding onto this anger was like drinking poison and expecting the other person to suffer. The decision to forgive wasn't an easy one. It felt counterintuitive, almost like surrendering. But as he delved deeper into his own emotions, Mark recognized that forgiveness wasn't about absolving his former partner's actions. It was about freeing himself from the chains of bitterness. By choosing to release his anger, he reclaimed not only his energy, but also his ability to focus on building a future untainted by the shadows of the past. Forgiveness became his act of self-compassion, a deliberate choice to prioritize his peace over his pain. Psychologists argue that anger is often a secondary emotion, a mask that conceals deeper vulnerabilities such as fear, insecurity, or hurt. Anger is the shield we raise when we feel exposed, its intensity a reflection of the pain we're trying to suppress. Recognizing this can be transformative. It allows us to move beyond surface reactions and explore the root causes of our emotions, a process that demands both courage and honesty. In this light, forgiveness emerges as more than a moral obligation. It becomes an act of liberation, a gift we give ourselves to heal and reclaim peace. By letting go, we do not excuse the actions that hurt us, but we refuse to let them define us, freeing ourselves from the chains of resentment and allowing space for growth and renewal. Relationships and the art of boundaries. Lisa's story resonates with anyone who has endured the weight of a toxic relationship far longer than they should. For years, she poured every ounce of her energy into her partner, convincing herself that prioritizing his needs over her own was an act of love and duty. She silenced her inner voice, the one whispering that her happiness mattered too, and instead carried the heavy burden of self-sacrifice. But this choice came at a steep cost: her joy, her identity, and her peace of mind. It wasn't until the toll became unbearable that she made the courageous decision to walk away. In the quiet that followed, Lisa uncovered a profound truth. Peace is not a luxury but a necessity, a foundation upon which a meaningful life is built. Her departure was not an act of weakness. It was a testament to her strength, a declaration that she deserved more than a life spent merely surviving. Walking away, she realized, isn't an ending. It's a bold step toward reclaiming your worth and rediscovering the power of choosing yourself. Boundaries are acts of self-love and declarations of self-respect. David's transformation serves as a vivid example of how life can change when you begin to prioritize yourself. As a chronic people-pleaser, David spent years bending over backward for others, driven by a deep fear of rejection and a desperate need for approval. Saying no felt impossible. Every request, no matter how unreasonable, became an obligation. This pattern left him exhausted, overwhelmed, and resentful, though he rarely acknowledged it. It wasn't until he hit a breaking point, a moment when the weight of others' expectations became too much to bear, that he began to reassess his life. Slowly, David learned the power of setting boundaries. He started small, declining minor requests that he previously would have accepted out of guilt. With each no, he felt a newfound sense of liberation. The revelation was profound. True friends and loved ones respected his boundaries, while those who didn't revealed their lack of genuine care. In choosing himself, David discovered that saying no is not a rejection of others, but an affirmation of one's own worth and well-being. This shift not only freed him from the chains of people-pleasing, but also allowed him to nurture relationships built on mutual respect and authenticity. Growth through adversity. Failures are often reframed as the stepping stones of success. Yet experiencing failure firsthand often feels like stepping into a storm without an umbrella. Thomas Edison's relentless experiments, often dismissed as futile during his time, and J.K. Rowling's countless rejections before Harry Potter's meteoric success are iconic examples of resilience. But their triumphs weren't born from luck. They were cultivated through unwavering persistence and a willingness to learn from every misstep. Each failure wasn't merely a setback, it was a redirection, a recalibration of focus and determination. Think of failure as a sculptor's chisel, slowly refining the masterpiece hidden within the marble. It carves away illusions, reveals hidden strengths, and forces you to confront your fears. In its aftermath, you emerge not just smarter, but stronger, equipped with the clarity and courage to keep moving forward. Discipline and delayed gratification serve as the silent architects of growth, shaping success in ways that are both profound and lasting. Athletes endure years of grueling training, their bodies and minds pushed to the brink, yet their victories stand as testaments to the power of persistence. Each early morning practice, every drop of sweat shed, is an investment in a future they've dared to envision. Sacrifice, though deeply uncomfortable, is the bridge that connects ambition to reality. Consider Marie, who abandoned the comfort of a stable job to chase her passion for art. Initially, the decision felt like stepping into the unknown, a leap of faith that came with no guarantees. Yet, with every brushstroke, she found pieces of herself she'd long buried. Her ultimate fulfillment as a celebrated painter was not a result of luck but of courage. resilience, and the willingness to trade short-term security for long-term purpose. Discipline transforms dreams into tangible achievements, and sacrifice fuels the fire of transformation, proving that true growth demands both patience and resolve.